an update for our community on specifically on the MENA region. So we'd like to welcome at this juncture Gin, who's our Chief Strategy Officer. Gin.
Hi, Gin.
Hi, Demi. Hey, Omar. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Yep. As you guys know, Africa and the Middle East are becoming increasingly important regions in our space. And Omar, again, I'd like to welcome you to the Binance family as you lead the MENA region with a number of growth initiatives that we have planned for this year.
Yeah, really excited to be here. I think, you know, the energy and the kind of the passion that the team have for pushing this freedom of money argument within crypto worldwide is just super exciting. So, and I guess the Middle East and North Africa are no different in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a chance to visit a couple of larger markets in the region last year at a couple of conferences, and having a chance to engage the community, local community there. You can really see that they're quite forward-leaning, and not only just the user community, but also the local government has been applying blockchain technology in a number of public services, and now we're seeing a lot more clarity from regulators with a path forward.
Yeah, I think that's an important point. I think we're really starting to see that. So, you know, we went from a situation where initially there was a lot of skepticism, and largely that was due to a kind of a lack of information out there. But we're definitely seeing that move towards government and regulators welcoming it. And I think it was covered on the previous panel as well, on how can we make this technology kind of work for us. I mean, I've traveled in the region extensively. And, you know, when I'm speaking to whether it be banks or regulators, very rarely do you hear anyone say they don't believe in this technology. What they're perhaps not sure about is how is this technology going to happen, and when are we going to see this big impact? So you've started to see a real kind of fundamental shift. And, you know, from the Binance perspective and what we're looking to do in the Middle East and North African region, absolutely, we're looking to sort of engage with governments and regulators and figure out what sort of works best for our community. And I think it's fair to say that's what sort of has led to Binance's push into the region, has been, as it always has been in Binance's short history, has been that sort of consumer demand. You know, our community in the Middle East and North Africa have been tracking our progress, and we're really keen to provide sort of tailored solutions for that market.
Yeah, I think, and we happen to be in a very good position there. While we haven't until recently begun planning for dedicated resources in the area, we have been lucky enough to be in a pretty good leadership role in a number of countries in the region. The brand has gotten out there, the users have embraced us. So I think now it's really the time to sort of invest in the resources we need to build out the infrastructure there, kind of grow and evolve the market. And I also think that region having a few fairly sophisticated financial centers is actually a good way to or at least a good environment in which we can see some pretty interesting innovation, not just locally and natively, but hopefully applicable to other parts of the world as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, you hear this term glocal, and often it can be, you know, corporate speak. But in the case of Binance, with a distributed team and a global operation, you know, I think that's the approach that Binance has always taken. Where, yes, we're a global company with you know, with that sort of worldwide reach. But one thing that's sort of always been impressed upon me has been that there's a lack of arrogance going into markets. You know, we don't assume that we have all the answers straight away on day one, and we'll always look to tailor solutions to that local market. So I always think of it as a global company, but with kind of local customer service, which I know is sort of our service has always been about, really. And the other thing that's worth noting is that, yes, for ease, we refer to MENA as a Middle East and North Africa as one block. In reality, we know there's sort of nuanced differences between those countries. You know, that there are individual countries that have their own needs, whether it be products, services, or sort of attitude towards crypto in those countries. And, you know, we see a lot of parallels with the development of the crypto industry in the MENA region, similar to projects we've previously taken on in, let's say, South America or other parts of Africa, perhaps.
Yep, absolutely. And I think the next step is really to identify and work with those partners to help us expand the suite of services and product offerings, and looking forward to your leadership in a number of those.
Yeah, absolutely. We're really looking forward to listening to the community. I mean, we've had a lot of feedback already on what our community are looking for us to build and provide in the Middle East and North Africa. So we're looking to keep that feedback coming, as well as you say, speaking to partners, whether they be government or private sector partners in the region to support those initiatives. And of course, with the current travel restrictions in place, it's a shame I'm not sort of traveling quite as much as perhaps I would have hoped. But rest assured, hopefully events like this have proved that we can do a lot in the interim with online education. But when travel opens up, certainly I'll be planning to spend a lot of time within the region. And sort of within to give people a little bit more information on what Binance's plans are in the MENA region. I said that we do plan on this consultative approach with the community. We really want to find out what's important to you. Probably the best place to go is our Telegram room. The handle is at Binance Arabic. That's our Arabic language Telegram room. And for other inquiries, you can email us at MENA@binance.com. Gin, really great of you to join us. Thanks so much for that. And I'm sure the community will be seeing a lot more of you in the coming weeks and months.
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for having me. And for everyone that's joining, thank you for joining the session. I'm going to stick around and see what's next. Looking forward to it. Thanks, guys.